and welcome to our first ever Buildathon Livestream Q&A. With us here today are all of our 1360 team leads, and they're going to help us answer all of our questions. So I'm Michelle, I'm the Orbit Robotics team captain this year, and let's meet the rest of our leads.
Hi, my name is Olivia, and I'm the media lead for this year.
Hi, my name is Dia, and I'm the outreach team lead for this year.
Hi, I'm Shivangi, and I'm the awards lead for this year.
Hi, I'm Xander. I'm the business lead for this year.
Hi, I'm Pauline. I'm one of the build leads this year. I'm focusing on assembly.
Hi, I am the other build lead. I am focused on fabrication.
Hi, I'm James. I'm the programming lead for this year.
Hello, I'm James as well. James C. I'm the design lead this year.
All right, so our first question today, who are you on the team? What does your sub-team do? So we all know that you're leads, we all know what sub-teams you're working with, but what exactly does your sub-team do with Orbit Robotics?
So media's job is to document and display what the team is up to. So we take photos and make videos and run our social media platforms. And we essentially, like I said, we document and display what the team is up to.
I'll go next. So outreach is responsible for planning and hosting events throughout the year. So the team has co-hosted STEM events such as the Engineering and Career Night and non-technical events such as the Business Brunch. So this year, we're looking forward to hosting these events differently. We're thinking of moving them online. So that's going to be quite exciting.
I'll go next. So in awards, we basically create all the material that the judges see at competition for all the different awards that we try to win. And we also practice our presentations for one of our awards, which is the Chairman's Award.
I'll go next. The role of the business team is to maintain communications with current sponsors and look for new ones. The FRC team usually costs around $50,000 to run for the year. So we get half of this from sponsors, and for the business team, we just reach out to sponsors and give presentations to them.
Hi, just to remind you, I'm the build lead. On build, well, it's pretty self-explanatory. We build the parts that go on the robot. So we use that like with machinery, and then we take those parts and we assemble the robot.
Yeah, I'm kind of have the same answer as Pauline. The fabrication side normally is the thing that we use machines to build various pieces, which then go on to assembly. So yeah.
So for programming, we essentially write code for the robot and make it behave as we intend it. So for example, if we want the robot to move forward whenever we press this joystick, we can code it so that it'll do that.
For the design team will have to overcome lots of technical challenges to design the robot to perform specific challenges set up by this year's game. We also have to communicate with other sub-teams like the programming team to make sure that we meet their needs and also take their feedback on the design.
Those are all very cool things that our team does. What are your favorite parts of Orbit Robotics, your favorite aspects of it?
Okay, my favorite part of being on an FRC team is, I guess, how much freedom we have when we're working on the robot. Like some extracurricular programs are very instructional. They tell you exactly what to do for each step. And in 1360, we're not like that at all. The students get to be very involved in deciding what we're going to build, which I really enjoy. It really adds to the aspect of FRC that's like getting hands-on STEM experience, because it allows you to be innovative and have confidence in your ideas that step-by-step instructions don't give you. I also really like how FRC is like such a friendly and welcoming environment. It allows me to be immersed in a like-minded community, which is fun. I've met new people and I've made friends, and everyone on the team, both the students and the mentors, are like super friendly. And the FRC community as a whole is great. They've really focused on promoting cooperation, which is like cooperative competition. Basically means that even though everyone's competing, everyone also wants to help each other and generally promote success as a whole, which creates a really healthy and fun competition environment.
Just to add on to that, my favorite part of being on an FRC team is definitely the outreach events. So this is where we, kind of leave where we usually are and go out in the community. My favorite part of this specifically is the photography side of media. And I like to switch it up from taking pictures at regular kind of meetings and instead at these outreach events that are really interesting.
I have to add on to Pauline. Sorry if someone else was talking there.
Oh, no, you can go
Sorry to
ahead.
cut you off. Anyways, I feel like that build is like the build season is definitely most fun. Because like you can physically see the robot after you have to, like for me, because I have work on like 3D CADing modeling, and to see the robot to be actually built is the best feeling ever. And also to be hands-on with the robot, to assemble it yourself is also pretty nice.
My favorite part of FRC is like how it opens up more windows of opportunity. So like from FRC, I got to meet new people and learn a lot of things from them. And it also gave me a lot of new opportunities that the mentors provided for us. So it was really a nice addition to being part of this community.
My favorite part of FRC is the collaborative nature. You're not just going to go in and do everything yourself. You have to work with all the other people in the team, and that's truly something that's valuable in FRC, especially during the build season, because you just go in and build it from scratch.
So to add on the other James's point, so when you work on such a big project and you have a team of about 100 people, and your task is to build this robot, which is meant to do a variety of complex tasks. It's really satisfying to get to see it all come together in the end, and to know that you were kind of a part of that.
My favorite part of FRC is definitely the focus and dedication we get from a lot of people. So when you're into the workshop and you see everybody working together and being focused and dedicated, it's a very nice thing to see. You get this very nice aura of people being very focused.
I think I kind of agree with what everyone has said, and I just say the whole experience. I mean, being part of FRC provides you with experiences that you can't experience anywhere else. You get to be part of the build season, you get help with programming, you get to attend different outreach events, and these experiences are very unique, and you can only find them in programs such as FRC. So I'm very glad that I joined the team.
These are all very incredible things that we all get through this program, we all know. And I have to say that the sense of community and the sense of accomplishment you get from being on an FRC team is really something special. So we're going to move on to our next question now. Just how do you manage robotics in school at the same time, spending so much time building these very competitive robots? How do you manage that?
Well, thankfully, all of our robotics meetings are in the evening, which means they don't interfere with extracurriculars or homework. And it makes it easier to balance school and robotics because, FRC does understand that we all are students and we're all doing like school and stuff other than just robotics. So it's really nice and really accommodating for everyone.
Yeah, it's very useful to have meetings in the evening. So how do you decide what to build on this team? What's the process? Can you explain?
So it starts with kickoff, which is when FRC, like the worldwide FRC, releases the challenge that they want our robots to overcome. And we have a team strategy meeting to determine like general strategy and features we want to see on the robot. And we prioritize from most important to least important to see what we want to really focus that we have. And then we split into groups to brainstorm like ideas for different subsystems of the robot, like for example, the climber or the drive system. And we do a little bit of prototyping in those small groups to see what kind of things work. And then we give any information that we've compiled to the design team, who makes it into one robot. And from there, they give the parts to the build team, who fabricates all of the parts. And then the build team also takes the parts and assembles them to build the robot. At first, we make a practice spot that we can give to the programming team, so they have time to work with the robot while we're making our proper robot. And we install the controls on the robot. And then programming has the practice spot, so they can kind of start working on the code while our build team is making the full robot, and then they get the proper robot to program. And then from there, we do like tweaking, and then we take it to competition.
lots of fun to create this robot. Lots of steps. So obviously this year is not a normal year. With COVID, we're meeting online. There's all these different changes. What does a regular season look like? And from start to end, throughout the entire year, what does that look like?
So typically, in a typical season of FRC, we start in around late September, just like now, and we up until about early January or the start of the new year, we're focusing on training. So sub-team leads and sub-team advisors, we're going to work and train our rookie members and sometimes even our veteran members and more experienced members to make sure that they're ready to take the task of for example, in programming to program the robot and for design to design the robot and so on. And about the start of the new year, we have a kickoff, and it's really similar to the Buildathon kickoff where we have this live stream that we're all watching, and then on the live stream there's going to be a video playing which essentially describes this year's game. And then after that's done, we have a game manual that's announced, and then we all kind of analyze the game, talk about strategies and stuff like that. And then, as mentioned before, we work on the robot, and then we try to, once the robot is done, we go head on to competitions around March or April. And then after competition season is done in May, then we start doing outreach in the off season.
It's a long, busy year full of lots of activities for everyone. What do you have something to add on to that, Shanongi?
Oh, no.
All right. So the awards lead, you know what it's like with all that training, getting people to talk about that. So what is FIRST and Robotics and 1360? What has it done for you personally?
FRC has provided me with the opportunity to participate in different experiences, and I've been able to help out with projects that I didn't think I'd have the opportunity to. So from being able to work on amazing projects using 3D printers to being able to compete in various FIRST related events, aside from the regular FRC season, these experiences have been able to teach me so many diverse skills and has made me much more confident to pursue a STEM related career in the future.
I just want to add on to that. FRC really enables you to communicate with people. So even if you're a shy person at the beginning, you really start knowing people, make friends, and work together as a team. And it's a very fun thing to do. So for me, it has enabled me to talk to more people, make friends.
I can add on to that. Yeah, FRC, like just what you guys were saying, FRC has made a huge impact on my life. It's taught me skills that I never would have learned without it. And it's everything from, soft skills and socialization to, what he was saying with, communication and, everything to the other side, to photos and video editing, since I am media. FRC's challenged me and made me grow as a person, and I never for a second regret joining.
To add on that, being specifically on this team has given me an idea of what STEM, the work fields look like, because like most of our mentors are from these areas, and the experience to work with them has been eye-opening. Like you're working in an internship, and they're also very intimidating, I would say at first, but I guess you just have to like talk to them, and they're pretty nice too.
Before I did FRC, I had done some STEM things before, but they had always been kind of rough and there really wasn't a lot of teamwork. But once I joined this team, it truly felt like everyone was going towards a common goal. And I think that's just a very valuable experience, being able to align yourself with everyone else that's on the team and figure out a way to achieve an eventual goal. It's probably the most valuable thing I've gotten out of it.
So for me, I learned a lot of new skills that I never thought that I had before. Like before joining FRC, I'd never been into a build workshop. I never touched machines like that. And as soon as I got to FRC, I learned so much. Like I was out like helping to build the robot. I met people from like all across the world at competition. And it's just a really great experience to meet like-minded individuals who understand what it's like because they're all on the same team as you.
Yeah, FRC really puts you in a really unique situation that not a lot of other programs and extracurriculars really cover. And from that, you learn a lot of important skills that you probably wouldn't see or be able to practice in other programs and stuff.
These are all really great things that we've all gained, and everybody has their own special thing that they've gained and they feel is most important they've learned. And anybody who joins a First Robotics team will hear this 100 times over, but it really is more than a robot. It's the community, it's the skills you learn. And I'm sure you all agree with me here. I can see Olivia nodding here. That's the end of our questions for today. Thank you everyone for joining us, for participating. Thank you all the leads for answering all of these really great questions. And we'll be seeing all of your creations, all of your vehicles later tonight when you send them in. And we're all super excited to see what you've created and to see you at your judging sessions tomorrow. So thank you everyone for your participation. And we'll be seeing you all again soon.